I'm here. I'm sorry. You think by now I would know that I could just pick up a camera and start talking and filming, but here we are 6 months later, and I'm gonna give you guys a life update because things didn't go as planned, and here I am to tell you guys about it. If you haven't seen my first video of the year, I would go watch that so that some of this makes sense. I mean, honestly, you don't have to, but might as well. It's right before this, or you can watch it right after you watch this one. But yeah, we're gonna go through stuff, and I looked at my past video and I just wrote down the goals that I had, and I'm gonna explain to you guys some of that stuff and like where I am 6 months after that video. So in the last video, it was like January, and I was so excited for this new year. I thought things were gonna go good, and it's not that things didn't go good, it's just didn't go exactly the way that I had planned it to. It's kind of crazy that it's already 6 months later, but I don't know. Here we are. Yeah, let's just talk about it. So I had brought up some goals to you guys, and one of the first goals that I had was like being myself, right? Well, I'm struggling with that, but I'm working on it. I have started to just kind of like say what I want, not in like a mean way or anything, but like say what I want and joke how I want. Just kind of let people know more of like my, like what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, kind of those kind of things. So I've started to do that more, so technically I am kind of more myself than I was in the beginning, but it's not exactly where I wanted it to be, so that's why I kind of wrote like struggling next to it and like working on it, because I am working on it. It's not something that I am going to be able to change overnight, which when I had made that goal, it was kind of like, I guess that's more or less where my mindset was like, oh, I'll just change this in like a month, and then this whole year is going to be like so fun, whatever. But that's not exactly how it turned out. So it's not that I'm not myself. I am in a lot better place than I was in that video back in January, so I am working on it, but I am struggling with it. So I feel like it's just going to be a long journey to be myself. The next goal that I had was dressing the way that I want. Now, I didn't exactly do that, but I didn't exactly not do that. So I did start shopping for things that I would like to wear, hence like this shirt right here that says good vibe. I've bought in the clothes that I think that I like, and in fact one of the next videos that you guys are going to see is me doing a little shopping to try and like make the style that I've always wanted to have. So yeah, stay tuned for that video. I'm not sure when that's gonna be posted, but it's gonna be soon, okay? So yeah, like I said, I didn't exactly not do it, but I didn't really do it. Like I didn't really focus on it too much, just from things that were happening this year. Another goal that I had was mental health and how I wanted to work on that. Now, I wrote like a little like next to it, you know, because like I didn't work on it as much as I wanted to in the past 6 months. Now I have 6 more months to go, so it's not hopeless, but I didn't exactly do everything that I wanted to do. Again, that's another thing. It's like mental health, being yourself goes hand in hand, I feel like, and I feel like it's just gonna take me a while, but I am definitely in a lot better place than I was before. I feel more mature about things. I think about situations more logically than just with emotion and having anxiety immediately and like freaking out and being like, what the heck do I do? I mean, my anxiety is about, it's a tiny bit better. It's like 2 steps away from where I was, which is kind of a big thing for me because my anxiety stayed the same for a really long time, and so it's nice that now I'm like slowly moving into the direction that I want to be with my anxiety. But honestly, I've had anxiety since I was about 5 years old. Story time coming soon about my first panic attack. So it's just kind of something that I feel like is always going to stick with me, and I just need to find ways to control it. But yeah, so I'm still anxiety ridden, but I'm a lot more calmer than I used to be. So that's kind of where my mental health is now. Depression is actually not so much a thing anymore, which is a good thing. I do have my moments. I have like the seasonal depression, but that is also hereditary for me. I was diagnosed with severe depression, severe anxiety. So it's just going to kind of be something that is basically always there in a way, but I've learned to deal with it. I've learned to handle it in better ways than I did before. I don't let myself get so sad anymore. Not exactly a goal, but something I did talk about in my last video was the fact that I didn't listen to music for most of last year. And this year I have definitely changed that. I listen to way more music than I did last year. I have found new artists, a lot more artists this year than I had last year. I love my music taste, obviously because it's mine. But I mean, my music taste is kind of like anything, really. I mean, there's not really any specific music that I like. I have favorites, like obviously like screamo, emo, you know, that kind of stuff will always be my favorite. Since I was younger, I was an emo kid. It's just always gonna be my favorite. But lately I've been into indie, like Rex Orange County, I love them, The Wallows, and many more that I could list, but I've definitely changed the fact that I've listened to music more, and I think that's what's helped me more mental health wise, because that is my coping method. That is what I do to make myself feel better, to be able to think of things logically whenever I have an idea in my head. I put some music on and I try to think about it. I try to like research things, write things down so I can figure out things. And it's just, music has always been a big help for me, and I'm just so happy that I finally brought it back into my life and in a way that I enjoyed it, because honestly last year, yes, I did listen to a lot of music, but I worked a job where I listen to music while I'm working, obviously, because I drove around a lot. So it was just kind of there as in like filler, you know, because I don't really like to be in silence in the car. But this year I enjoy it for once. Again, that sounds weird the way I put it, but this year I actually enjoy it, and it's been helping me. Losing weight was a big goal of mine. Now, I have done better this year than I did last year. But I'm technically only like a few pounds shy of when you saw me in that video. But I've been working on it. I've lost weight this year. I mean, I gained it back, but I've done a lot better than I did last year. I actually focused more this year in certain months, mostly like March, April-ish. I lost about like 10-15 pounds. I gained it back because of, you know, things just happen, which I'll talk about in a second. But yeah, I've done a lot better this year, which for me is still a win. No, I haven't lost the weight again, but I'm actually gonna start tomorrow. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna start eating healthier and stuff, so that way I can get to where I want to be with that goal, because I don't want to end the year off in the same weight that I started with. I just don't. So I'm working on that. The other thing that I had talked about in that video was writing and photography. Now, photography I didn't do anything with yet. Again, there's a lot of stuff that went on this year, so that was kind of a harder thing to get to, but I have 6 months left, so I'm gonna try within the next 6 months to work on my photography. Painting, I have been painting. I actually did a painting for one of my girlfriends, who's also a friend. But yeah, I did a painting for her. It was really cool. I don't know if I have a picture of it. If I do, I'll put it right here. If not, there'll just be like a sad face right here because I probably can't find it. I don't know. And then I also just recently did a painting for my dad, but I haven't finished it yet. But you guys will probably see that soon. I'm sure I'll talk about it in some video. Writing, I have been working on writing very, very like like 2 months out of the last 6 months I've worked on it. I did take a break for a minute due to things happening. I keep saying that, and I'm gonna tell you about it, I promise. But yeah, so writing it's been going good. It's a lot better than I have been in the past couple years of my writing. But I like to take time to think about where exactly I want the story to go, what I want the next like chapter to be like. I don't know, I just like really want to like sit and think about it. I have been through 2 jobs this year in just the past 6 months. I know that sounds awful, but my first job that I was at when I had made the first video, that ended in a really weird way. Basically, the current manager, supervisor, whatever you want to call it, had left. I was taken into my boss's office. I was told that this other girl was gonna get it because I guess she was like promised it when she was hired, which I completely understand. But then I was told that I wasn't confident enough for the position, and at first I agreed with her because unfortunately I am a people pleaser, and I will not anymore, but at the time I was definitely like, okay, if that's a good decision for you, I will be a team player. And over like the next 2 weeks after her telling me that decision, I realized more and more that I deserved the position. And even if it didn't go to me, there was another girl there that also deserved the position, but they gave it to somebody who didn't even really know about what we were doing, and we kind of had to teach her. Now this girl, she was awesome, you know, like I loved her. I loved talking to her. She was really fucking funny, really freaking cool. Excuse my language, I didn't mean to cuss. But yeah, she was really cool, but it was just a bad mix of putting her in that position over people who already knew what we were doing, and then she was trying to supervise us. It was just a weird thing, and so I ended up leaving because I just didn't feel like I was appreciated. And while that might not have been the case to my boss, I just didn't feel it. And then I got sick, and that was a whole nother thing, and it was just, I don't know. But there's no hard feelings there. I've talked to my boss after the fact. In fact, I think like a month ago, and probably like a couple weeks ago, she checked on me. So there's no hard feelings there. I wish them the best of luck with that. And yeah, the second job that I went to, I was super excited about because I got a supervisor position. But it ended really badly, and I'm not going to explain that one because I'm saving that for a job horror stories video that I'm going to do. This year has been not exactly a train wreck, but it's been kind of a mess, and I'm over it. I'm over the negative times, I'm over the bad times. I just want good in my life now. That's what we're gonna do. So yeah. I hate when I go to film again after not filming for a while, and I just like word vomit everything, and I'm like trying to breathe as I'm talking and stuff. So sorry if this video is kind of weird. That's my update. I don't think I left anything out. I think that was kind of all I wanted to tell you guys. If there's anything else, I'm sure I'll tell you guys in another video. As far as like video scheduling and what you guys can expect, I'm thinking a video a week for now until I can get into like the swing of things, and then hopefully I can get to 2 videos a week, which is my main goal. But we will see what I can do. Yeah. Yeah. I am filming like 5-6 videos tonight, so you'll have a few, and I'm gonna change my shirt to make it look different just because I want to, but just know that they were all filmed on the same night. So yeah, okay, anyways, I hope you guys liked today's video. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. All of my social medias will be below in the description. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and yeah, I don't know. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.